Hi, Charlie Allen here with Homeschool Hive. I am here today with my sweet friend, Jordan. I asked her to come on the channel today because she is a mother of 3 children, all under the age of 5. And she is currently 11 weeks pregnant.
Yes.
And so she will be welcoming her 4th child January 27th. So I asked her to come on because she is currently doing a preschool curriculum with her oldest son. And so you can imagine with 3 children under the age of 5 that she probably is pretty busy, right?
Yeah.
So she not only is doing that, but she also sings at our church. She has a spectacular voice. And she also is always refurbishing furniture and keeping her house. They just moved into a new house and she has been like renovating.
Yeah.
And she does it herself. So like you have to ask, how do you do all these things? I want to ask you, how do you do it? Like, how do you do all of this?
I would say it's not easy, but it's also not impossible. I think I failed my oldest because I thought I couldn't do it. But what I've learned now is as I am incorporating his preschool curriculum, my second, she's just 15 months younger than him. She is just as ready as he is. And so I will just put her right up into what we're doing preschool-wise. And she's excelled really, really well. With the 1-year-old, you have to be a little creative. Puzzles, and I actually give her, some washable markers. She's not doing anything productive, but she loves it because she thinks she's doing exactly what the big kids are doing.
Right.
So it is possible, and you don't have to stick them in front of a screen in order to homeschool the other one. So you definitely can do it.
Well, and you said what she's doing may not be productive, but honestly, it is because she's using her hands and she's learning how to pick things up and sort things. So which are all super important skills. Play-Doh, kinetic sand, if they're old enough not to put it in their mouth.
Magnetiles.
Yep,
magnetiles. Any type of blocks.
Yep, take school outside and use spray bottles on sidewalk chalk. Lots of different things you can do with the younger children as you're schooling your older children. And you're right, the younger ones really do want to be like the older ones that you are schooling. So they do kind of say like, I want to do it too. Where's my book?
Yeah.
Right? Where's my book?
Yeah.
Yeah, my youngest son did that when I was schooling Sunny. Where's my book? I want to do my time with you.
Right.
So it does get easier as you put that rhythm and that schedule in.
And some things that we have learned is, there are times of the day that we definitely do not do school because of, emotions and tiredness. And honestly, I would prefer to do it first thing in the morning, but our best time to do it is actually when my youngest naps. We just kind of fit it in how we can, and we don't get to it every day, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I would prefer having them home and homeschooling them than the other alternative.
I think that's also something that is a misconception is that when you homeschool, preschool, or even school age, that you have to do it every day at a certain time. And you really don't. Preschool a couple times a week, 15 minutes a day. Really, that's all that they need. And truly, preschoolers should be playing. Kindergartners should be playing. Kids all should be playing outside. So let's not forget the playtime and just only focus on like the worksheets. And it's also super important, and this, that you read aloud to them a lot. Never, ever stop reading aloud to your children. Even when they can read fluently, you read above their level. You just constantly read to them.
YouTube has a lot of read alouds, and the kids really enjoy that as well. If I really need to get something done, I know that I can pick a book that I know what's in it, and so I'm okay with it, and they'll do a read aloud. So.
Yeah. Don't stop reading aloud to your children just because they now are fluent in reading.
Yeah.
So how old are your children?
I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, almost 2 years. So they're very, very close to me.
Yeah. and she does it all. So you must be very good at time management.
Well, some days a little better than others, I guess. But I mean, I will say we got the quarantine pool that everybody got. And every day that they're in the pool, then it asks me to read to them. And I just read a book that I'm reading. But they're learning larger words. They're expanding their vocabulary. So you can really fit it into your day. You don't have to, it's not a do or die. I just encourage you to just start where you are.
And if your child isn't ready, then don't push them. They're not ready. Mm-hmm. They will be. And you can't make them, and you want them to love learning. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted to homeschool, is because I wanted my children to love learning. I wanted them to seek knowledge. I wanted them to have wisdom that I felt was important. So, I think we all homeschool for different reasons, but just don't get bogged down in the beginning, that you have to do all these things, because really it's all about relationship, connection, reading aloud to them, instilling character traits, focusing on their heart, feeding their soul, loving them where they are.
Absolutely.
And you do a good job of that.
So do you. Learn well.
So thank you guys. I'm going to put Jordan's Instagram in the comments so you can follow along on her homeschooling journey. We'll have Jordan on later when she's got that new baby. Bye.
Bye.
Put